the time in everyone's lives where our biggest fear in that very moment is that we will never find someone who will actually truly love us. We look at any available person hoping, wondering that maybe the person that was meant for you all along has been right under our noses the whole time. And you are both just waiting for fate to give the go-ahead, and you jump into each other's arms and realize that yes, this is it! You are no longer meaningless! You are no longer alone! But then you snap back into reality and realize that that will never happen and inevitably become an incel and become so pathetic that you have to rent a girlfriend because that's the closest you'll ever get to having one. Hit too close to home? Well, rejoice, friends, because you are not alone! As that overly detailed explanation was actually the plotline to the manga that I'll be introducing to you today called Kanojo Okaerishimasu. This manga was actually chosen from the You Choose tier on my Patreon, where you get to choose a manga that I get to review and give my most honest opinion about. So let's give a thank you for Romans for helping make this video possible. Yeah! I'll factor that! Now, although my description of the series makes it sound as though it's as bleak and depressing as is our everyday lives, it is actually, on the contrary, your typical harem comedy that thrives us to wake up in the morning in hopes that one day maybe we will also be surrounded by beautiful women who unconditionally love us. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, buddy, okay? We gotta get at least one person there, don't we? The story is fairly straightforward with our lead, Kazuya, who can't somehow make any girl that he dates not want to dump him, nonetheless fuck him. His family, including his grandma, are extremely worried that no girl will ever end up being with him, which, by the way, if even your grandma is fucking worried about you getting laid, you're probably too far fucking gone. But I guess not, because Kazuya decides to download an app that's called Rental Girlfriend, and that's when shit really fucking hits the fan. He rents a girlfriend and his family accidentally sees him with this girl and basically shits themselves thinking he finally has a girlfriend. So he has to keep renting her in order to keep up the appearance that anyone would ever want to fuck him. Now, it may sound like I am just straight shitting on this series, but bruh, I actually really love it. It has a fairly unique storyline compared to the usual harem rom-com where it's usually about some loser attending high school and is surrounded by all these hot girls that for some reason want his subpar dick. And although this series does also have a loser main lead, that's only one of the easily made correlations between this series and the typical harems. I mean, sure, we got a group of girls surrounding our dumbass main lead. Hell yeah! It has one of those girls that is essentially Jesus Christ coming down from heaven to cleanse our asses from sins with Armageddon. Well, of course we have that oblivious male lead where you could flash your vag to him and scream, "Please, fuck me," and he'll just stare at you wondering, I wonder if she likes me. But you know what separates it from the rest? Do you know what makes this series so much more different than any other harem trash that you've read before? It's writing. I mean, sure, I'm not talking fucking Gone with the Wind, Pulitzer Prize type writing, okay? But how many times can you actually say with confidence that you are so invested in a series that even when the newest chapters come out, you get excited? I mean, how often do they not get repetitive after they trick you into reading the first few chapters and after you found Best Girl? I think it can go without saying, but I'm actually not a giant fan of the harem genre, as to me it's just kind of like a battle royale of hot girls fighting over a literal piece of fecal matter until something dramatic and cliche happens that's in every fucking series, until every updated chapter is about 2 pages long. But this series, I could not put down. All the character events that happen to each character, the drama, the non-one-dimensional personalities in each character. They feel human. And unlike most every other anime girl, they make mistakes. They have bad sides to them. I mean, there must be something wrong with them if they keep hovering around a guy who gets boners from the most stupidest shit and who just ends up saying the most socially awkward and uncomfortable things to them. Like, who says this? What do you see in this? Although this series is refreshing due to its differences, it also has its downsides. Now, although I said before that this series isn't your typical run-of-the-mill harem story, it still has its cliches, like, for example, his rental girlfriend, Chizuru. They decide early on to just kind of call it off and maybe for her lead to just kind of confess to his family that she's a rental girlfriend, she isn't his real girlfriend. And then suddenly, what? We find out they actually go to school together! And what? They actually live next door together! Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have ever thought that these events would ever transpire? fair! And that, in reality, is my issue with this series. It's predictability. Now, once again, don't get me wrong, I can't predict everything that happens in this series. In fact, I can predict very little, but it's what I can predict that kind of is a bit much. Like, what I can predict is kind of jarring because it's the important shit. Like, fuck, I can almost promise you, I can bet you my left kidney that these two fuckers in the end are going to just get together and fuck off, and you know, all these other girls are just gonna go fuck off. Unless they pull a domestic girlfriend in which they throw us through a loop of which we will never come back from. I can predict that at some point, someone's gonna catch on to the fact that Chizuru isn't his actual girlfriend and is instead pretending to like him because she's a rental girlfriend. I mean, it's really not that hard to see from afar. Although that is true and would usually make me stop reading the series, I just keep coming back because I love the flow of each chapter and just the girls keep pulling me back in, man. I am honestly somewhat amazed by this series as it masks itself as just a normal typical harem that's just usually a rock throw away, but it's actually something super special. Although some events can happen in this series that can make you easily bored because you can kind of see where it's going, it has so many perks that small flaw just feels like a small bump in a very long road. Long as in 121 chapters and still ongoing long. The twists and turns in the series is something that you all should be prepared to be invested in because the drama, it sustains me. And this series is actually getting its official English release sometime in 2020, so it's definitely a series you're gonna be seeing around a lot more, and one you kind of want a physical copy of because then in some way, shape, or form, you can physically say that you are a person of taste. Honestly, I also do believe that the series is going to get an anime, I swear to God, because it's only a matter of time, really, until everybody realizes what a tsundere god Chizuru is. So if you are sick of gargling the incessant harem cum that comes out of Japan and want something a little new, refreshing taste in your little mouthums, then you must read this series, boy! I swear to God, you won't be traumatized from this like what gal cleaning did to us. I promise. Thank you guys for watching this video, especially thanks for Roman for helping make this video possible by choosing the you choose tier. Seriously, I love making this content. But usually, yeah, it's a little bit of, it's often demonetized. So if you are thinking about supporting this channel, then please check out this link here or check out the link in the description. Also, I hope you guys like my new setup in Japan. I am still setting everything up. I'm really sorry for the delay in this video. It has been a hard 3 weeks, you know, getting adjusted and setting a whole apartment up and setting everything. So I know I haven't uploaded something in 2 weeks, which is mega lame, but know that I will be releasing this, and I will definitely be going back to my 2 videos a week schedule extremely soon. If not this week, then definitely next. So with that being said, thank you guys again. Check out all the links and whatever in my description, and I will see you on the flip side. Boyos, bye!